COSTCO haul for your high protein and high fiber focused items, particularly on a GLP-1 weight loss. If we don't know each other, I'm Elizabeth. I've lost 112 pounds over the last almost 3 years of being on Mounjaro, Zepbound, and Tirzepatide compound, which is GLP-1 plus GIP. And on today's episode, I'm gonna show you my weekly grocery haul of what we get that's protein focused, fiber focused. As always, if you don't have a Costco near you, take these ideas, take what you want, leave the rest. If you don't like processed food, take the ideas of the fresh foods that I have or incorporate them to make your own fresh at home. But I am super excited for today's episode because we got a ton of great meals. And also stay till the end. I'm gonna show you what we had from last week as leftovers this week and how I'm gonna incorporate it in. First thing, this is leaking with raspberries are all dripped over it, but it's these for high protein. We're gonna have burgers tonight. They're the chicken caramelized onions with white cheddar in them. Only 170 calories per patty. The patties look like this. And they have in there 19 grams of protein. This is an awesome, awesome option if you're trying to have high protein. You can add into it. I have lettuce in here and tomatoes. I'm gonna show you those in a minute for the, sorry, it's just dripping raspberries all over me. It is awesome, and I have left over my Kerrygold cheese. I'm just gonna slice that up. This was from like a month ago. Slice it up, or a couple weeks, and put it on top of our burgers. I did also snag some hamburger buns too that are gonna be perfect. I will, oh, I just dropped my pretzels. We're gonna show those, my protein pretzels in a minute. But these have, how many calories are they? 170 calories, 5 grams of protein in them. I snagged them because I'll freeze them for later. We will not eat all of those. The next thing that has had a chokehold on me, if you saw my Costco haul from 3 weeks ago, the playlist is down below. And make sure if you haven't added the countessofshopping.com group, add it if you're on a weight loss journey or a maintenance weight loss journey. It's the most supportive group and I love it. Very motivational. Go check in for the day, do your daily accountability if you haven't done so today. Okay, I talked about this in my email list that I have about this quiche. It's made out of egg whites. I tried to make this from scratch at home. No joke, I spent $50 on it to get cottage cheese, to slice up some fresh vegetables, to make it. It took me like an hour and a half, grocery shopping for all the ingredients. I was trying to be Holly homemaker, and you know what happened? I had to put in the garbage. It was absolutely disgusting. I was so disappointed. So this has had a chokehold on me. So I had to buy more. You can also freeze them. They had these on sale at my Costco last week. I didn't buy them. And I kicked myself, and I've been thinking about it ever since. So I bought them this go around. It has 1/5 of this quiche, 300 calories, 11 grams of protein. Now I typically for high protein like to do 100 calories to 10 grams of protein. So for 300 calories, ideally in there, that would have how many grams of protein in there? 30 grams of protein. It has, what are the dogs barking at? It has 11 grams of protein on it. And so that's something definitely I'm okay with that, having that 11 grams of protein on it. I will beef it up with having, you could have a side of cottage cheese with it or Greek yogurt. You can beef it up in other ways, but it's so flavorful. It's so delicious. I absolutely love it with the cheddar and broccoli on there as well. Who's ringing my doorbell? Let me go check. I am absolutely stunned and flabbergasted. I got this huge box. I don't know if you guys can see how big it is. It is huge, from LMNT electrolytes. I'm like, what is in this box? First and foremost, they sent me my refills. I ordered my refills for 2 of the orange. They're electrolytes. If you're like, what's LMNT? They're electrolytes. I get them shipped straight to my house. Obsessed. Raspberry, 2 orange, and 1 watermelon. Our whole family loves them. Sometimes I'll add in citrus, I'll switch them out. But right now I'm hyper fixated on the orange sticks. I love them because they have magnesium, potassium, and sodium. But what is this box? I have my whole Costco haul. I'm like, for weight loss, but what is in this box? Thanks, LMNT, for sending me some goodies. I'm like so shocked. Y'all, I have been coveting these. I've seen them and I've wanted them so badly. I'm like a little kid on Christmas ripping into them. Okay, so I use LMNT electrolytes. I used them at the beginning of my weight loss journey. 112 pounds ago, almost 3 years ago, I bought the LMNT electrolyte sticks because I knew I would need electrolytes on a GLP-1 journey for magnesium, potassium, and sodium if I was having the 4 most common gastrointestinal issues, which are diarrhea, nausea, constipation and vomiting. So if I'm expelling stuff out or if I'm holding stuff in, having an electrolyte has very much helped me. And then now it's adjusted from that because I really don't get those side effects. I get nausea and vomiting. I don't really get diarrhea or constipation, but I use them for workouts. This one is the pineapple salt sparkling electrolyte. If you know me, I am obsessed with sparkling waters, but it is in the thin can. Y'all, when I talked to Element, I don't know, a year and a half ago, a while ago, it was a long time ago, I was like, I want thin cans. Because I like having them in my car. But pineapple salt, I haven't even tried it. Okay, I have to have a sip. I have to have a sip. Gosh, that is so, I love pineapple. If you love pineapple, it's very pineapple forward in the thin can. 500 milligrams of sodium. Yes, I do have sodium because we need it to always talk to your healthcare provider before taking any supplements though. 100 milligrams of potassium, 30 grams of magnesium, no sugar, no caffeine. This is so good. I cannot wait. This is my new hyperfixation. It's the pineapple salt. So good. And just 5 calories. I cannot wait to drink more of that later, but I got a whole case. Thank you, Element. Like, that is incredibly kind, and I am really, there's more. I like want to cry right now. Like, the fact that I got sent this, it makes me just want to bawl my little eyeballs out. There's more. What? There's more in there. It's cherry salt, which it's a black cherry salt. These are also, let me pull it out so you guys can see it, the thin cans. 5 calories. Yes, kings and queens. That is on my shopping list. Countess of shopping approved. Okay, what's the last one? Let's see if I can pull it out of the box. Oops, I just broke. Y'all, the lemonade salt. Okay, we gotta open this one too. I'm just opening cans left and right. It literally feels like Christmas for me. And I just shot that all over my wall. Sorry to my husband. Oh my gosh. It's lemonade. That is delicious. You could make an Arnold Palmer with that to make it like a sparkling Arnold Palmer with unsweetened iced tea. Have it on its own. I don't know which one I like better. I like that they're different flavors. I love it, actually. And I don't like it. I love it that there's different flavors. Thank you, Element. You can use my discount code, drinkelement.com/queen, QUEEN. I will link it down in the description link below. When you buy any stick purchase, you get free sticks with it. I'll link that down below. Obsessed. I typically, by the way, only have like a third or a half of a stick per day now, or a thin can. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let's go back to our Costco haul. I cannot believe that just got delivered. I am so excited. Something new at Costco that I'm pumped about is these. While they're not crazy high protein, it still has good protein. It's classic hummus and pretzels snack packs. They are 320 calories, which is a lot more than what I would like, but it has 10 grams of protein in them. Let me open it up so you can see the size on them to see how big. Now, that's quite frankly a lot of hummus. I would eat half of this, realistically, like half of the hummus. The pretzels look good. Look, they come in their little portion size. That's nice, but that's a lot of hummus. So I probably would have switched this out. I would probably have it like save the snack because you can use the lid as like a lid to go on top of it, and then use the other half for vegetables to get that fiber in so you're not constipated. But this is a fun snack. They'll also be good for my kids' lunches to get him some extra protein too. With his growing body, I always try to make sure I'm getting him protein in as well. Next, there's so much good stuff here. I'm like, what do I talk about next? We have leftover, by the way, with our hamburgers. We're gonna have tonight the chicken hamburgers. I got leftover chicken sausages. I'm going to cut these up and put them in my protein pasta. I did also buy, and they smashed on the floor when I was at the beginning of the video, if you saw that, was my protein pretzels. They had the big bags back on sale for us. So I ideally will use those with the hummus. Like, that's a perfect high protein snack to get. 18 pretzels is only 110 calories and 16 grams of protein. Is this more processed food? Yes, it is. If you don't like processed food, don't eat processed food. You can make all fresh if you wish. For me, I like having some pre-made stuff to grab throughout a busy week. Now, I grabbed these as more of a low-cal snack. I really wanted to try them. It's 50 calories for a third of the cup. There's no protein in there. Fiber and how much sugar. Sugar, it has in there 6 grams of sugar, and it doesn't say any fiber, so I'm assuming no fiber. It's jackfruit chips. I'd never heard of these before. And y'all know I like to try and be adventurous and try different things. So jackfruit chips let's look at them and see. This is what they look like. It's got an odor. You guys know I have like a hyper smell. 1/3 of a cup, 50 calories. So 1 cup of these is just 150 calories. Let's try it. I was washing it down with my LMNT drink, which is so good. Okay, the jackfruit chips, for a low calorie snack, they're very puffy tasting. I love the flavoring. I'm like, does it taste like fried banana, not fried bananas, but like if you had a banana chips, akin to that, but a different texture. It's not crazy hard. It's a puffy taste to it. I love these. My kid's gonna love them too, I think. But it's saying on the back of the jackfruit chips that they have antibacterial, antifungal, anti-diabetic, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant activities. Now that's great marketing. Does jackfruit do all that? I don't know, but I'm excited to try it. It says on here that it has vitamins and protein. On the back, it says there's less than 1 gram of protein. So it's a little misleading on the front to say that, but it's a low calorie snack. And for a 1/3 of a cup to have 50 calories, like that's nice. Very nice. I like that. To give context of these two, this is less calorie, if that makes sense. More protein, less calorie. It's for like snack foods, like high protein snack foods. It's not high protein, but it does have low calories in it. Next item I got, we got a ton of fresh stuff in here as well. One of our other high protein meals we're gonna have later this week is gonna be those chicken sausages, but I wanted to get some garlic to marinate it in, and I have Costco has fresh garlic. You can chop it up. I just don't. So I was like, I just need to buy some minced garlic, a ton of it. I'll use that a ton in a lot of casseroles, pasta dishes, sauces, stuff like the soups, things like that. Okay, next I got one of these. Normally I like the Mission wraps. They're high protein. I have a ton of those, but my family requested hard tacos for our high protein taco night. You can use 99% lean turkey meat or chicken or beef or whatever you want, and whatever fat content you want. I like the 99%. I actually get that at Wegmans is where I get it for near us. Or and so getting these, it's a whole kit. I got 2 of those because my family likes the hard shells, in addition to soft shells, which you can make burritos in, as a vessel to hold your protein. Got some fresh chopped up fruit. We buy a lot of these. My kid likes them. You can just eat them straight out of the container. I got this as a meal. I'm very skeptical. I'll report back if it's good or not. It's the roasted vegetable cauliflower crust pizza. Will it taste gross? I don't know, but I was willing to try. To be your sacrificial lamb to tell you to get this or not get it in an upcoming video. 1/4 of the pizza is 230 calories and 12 grams of protein. So I'm happy with that. I can't wait to try it. And then I did get for my kids some DiGiorno. It's really not. 1/4 of a pizza is 310 calories and 13 grams of protein. I will be having the roasted cauliflower one more than likely. I may put some turkey pepperonis or like chicken sausages on top of that to boost up the protein a little bit. Now, one of the things, if you guys see these, I can get them out of the way, was we had talked about how my Costco had soups on sale through Instacart. Massive savings. Like each one of these containers was $4. I don't know how much it is to buy at Panera, the store, but I'm sure it's a lot more than that. This, the autumn squash, I got a ton of them. Broccoli and cheddar. This was not the Panera one, but it was also on sale, was the creamy tomato soup. That one was, a cup was 290 calories, 3 grams of protein. Acorn squash, 1 cup was 240 calories, 3 grams of protein. So not high protein, but the broccoli and cheddar, 240 calories for 1 cup and 9 grams of protein. We had these a lot this week. It was nice. It's been kind of cold here. That was really nice. And then leftovers also from last week's haul was the butternut squash ravioli. Highly recommend. It's 230, 240 calories per cup. Again, not high protein, but you could put some Parmesan cheese on it. I just did a video about Parmesan cheese, how much protein it has. If you have a block of it and you shredded it, with some brown butter on top, or if you just wanted to use like the spray, like avocado spray as you're cooking them, or you can boil them. I pan fried them in like avocado spray. Really, really good. Those are leftovers, and buying it inexpensively with Costco sales on top of the savings you get from Costco already is always my favorite thing. We've got more fruit, of course. We've got blueberries to do with our protein bowls. If you haven't seen those, I use Greek yogurt. I have no Greek yogurt in this order because we have a ton from other weeks. We'll eat that out, obviously, and then replenish. I got blueberries to put in those protein bowls. I got some more carrots. Now, if you guys saw my last Costco haul, I talked about how we buy the veggie trays. I'm gonna try parceling these out into individual little bags and see if I use them that way. We typically don't. We usually use that veggie tray from Costco. But this week I wanted to try something a little bit different. I did also get lettuce. Those will go on top of our burgers tonight and be used for high protein salads. Later in the week, you can add quinoa on top if you want to make it a really fiber protein salad. So, and those you can also use as wraps because they're the iceberg lettuce on there. You can use them as wraps too. Okay, fresh fruit. I asked the guy, I was like, please, our Instacart chopper, please don't get mold on it. There's mold right there, I can see it. So these grapes don't look the best. So I'm gonna wash these once I'm done with it to get them prepped for my son, to make sure there's not mold on them. But we did get some green grapes for the fiber component of them. Finding fruits you like and your family likes is key and important for lifelong sustainable habits. If you enjoy it, you're gonna do more of it. If it's drudgery, you are gonna force yourself to do it and eventually probably stop, which is why we get stuff we love. I did also get the Simply tomato ketchup. Normally we don't need a ton of ketchup, but this one has 20 calories for 1 tablespoon. It's got 4 grams of sugar in it. And we don't need 4 of these, but we desperately do need tonight some ketchup for our chicken burgers. I'm like, I have to have ketchup on my burgers. So I wanted to get those. I will toast my buns as I'm making them as well, or grill them. I got some sour cream. Those will be for our high protein tacos later this week. I didn't need to buy cheese because I was just going to shred that big block of the Irish cheddar cheese for our tacos too. Not protein related is these two things that I'll show them to you because they're part of our Costco haul, as the Bone Mem 12 Days of Christmas Advent jars. We love these. They're just little jars. They're not high protein, they're not low calorie, they're sugary jams, but they're very sweet and my son and I love them. We love opening these. So I can show you what they look like in terms of one of them. If I open them though, my kids are not gonna be happy with me, but look, like, how cute is that? How cute is that? So if you want something fun, it's a fun little thing to do with kids. I highly recommend. More half and half for our coffees. There's raspberries in here. The juice is leaking everywhere, so I'm trying not to hold that up too much. Those would be in our protein bowls. I also put some of them in my kids' lunch. I'm wearing a white shirt, so I'm trying not to get the juice, the red dye all over me. A bag of Caesar salad. We'll use these with a bunch of our meals this week. I found myself at one point last week buying salad on DoorDash, and the salads, no joke, after tip and delivery fees, were almost $100. I'm like, I'll go to Costco and get one of those bags of salad and we'll just keep that in the refrigerator. The last one I bought was moldy. Like, it was stinky winky and not good. So I'm praying that this one is not a waste of money for the bag. I did get, normally I like talking about quinoa. One of the influencers I followed had recommended this cilantro and lime rice. For weight training, they said it was a really good grain to get. So 1 cup, 230 calories, and 4 grams of protein. So it's more so, do I have scissors over here? It's more so for the filling component of it is why I bought it. Not for the protein benefits of it. But we can also use these with our tacos, make taco bowls. I can put them in those lettuce wraps with meat. I can put them with beans. I can stretch that out if you're on a budget. Use some beans with your tacos. It does not have to be expensive. You could use all beans if you wanted to. The beans are not expensive. Beans with rice. But this is what the pouches look like. 450 calories total for the pouch with 8 grams of protein. You can microwave this whole thing. That's how you cook it. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to try it. I hope it tastes like Chipotle. We'll see if it does or not. So that's that box. And then the next box that I got, it has towels in it. And you say, Elizabeth, why did you buy these towels? Because we need more towels. And these are the best towels. It's like 17 bucks for 2 of them. and they're so long. They're 70 inches, which I'm almost 6 feet tall, so it wraps around my body. When I first lost weight and I could wrap the towel around without it having an open pizza hole, like that triangle hole, you know what I'm talking about? If you've been overweight and you can't wrap a towel around, I'm so excited. It's a women-owned business too. It's called Purely Indulgent. But these bath towels, amazing, because they're so long. That's a long towel. So anyways, I got them, the color, they have them in white or in gray. It's gunmetal. I got them in the gray. I can't do white towels. I wish I could. I aspire to be that level. I am not. Okay, I got these tomatoes. I don't know if they're gonna be disgusting or not. We'll find out. I want thin slices on my high protein burgers tonight. I'll use them for salads later on. We'll see if they taste gross because it's not the season for tomatoes right now. So we'll see if that tastes good or not. But I wanted to have some tomatoes. And I also got a box of what is in season, pears. If you guys saw my high fiber video that I did, either it's coming out or it's already come out. It is talking about how pears have so much fiber, which help with constipation and our digestion. And these are firm as a rock. So I will let them, I'm gonna put them in a brown paper bag or just sit them out on the counter to help ripen them. Those are very firm. They're Bartlett pears. They had other pears too. They had pear plums. I had them in my cart and then I took them out. I was like, we're not paying $10 for fruit that we're uncertain if it's gonna taste good or not. And then I got some more onions. I will chop these onions up for tonight's high protein tacos. If anybody wants them, ooh, those smell oniony. If anybody wants them on their burgers, I'll put them on their burgers too. We use onions for a lot of stuff. Put them in pasta, like a spaghetti sauce. I made a little error on napkins, so you can come to my house. Don't come to my house, but if you did, I would have 10 million napkins for you. I ended up getting way too many napkins. Literally, how many napkins do I have now? I have 1,000 napkins, basically, almost. It's regular napkins, and then I got these party napkins. Like, what am I doing with my life? I didn't mean to do this. They're entertaining napkins, though. I feel like I've made a big mistake, and I regret my purchase. Why do I need like $50 in napkins? I don't know if it was $50. I'm making that up. My sweet, beautiful friends, that is our Costco haul. Our emoji of the day is going to be a lightning bolt. I do emojis of the day to get to know you better because I care. And so our emoji of the day, the pattern recognition of seeing your name over and over again, helps me to know you. So it's lightning bolt. It's also my bet, so you don't have to pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, uplift you in positive thought. And use the discount code drinkelement.com/queen. I'm super excited to get free sticks with any stick purchase that you use. I am like so shocked I got these cans today. Like, how cool is that? I can't wait to go drink the rest of this. I think I may put it with an Arnold Palmer. It sounds really good in one of my 40-ounce tumblers. Love it. What else? In our free encouragement group, go check in today. If you need accountability, if you need encouragement, if you need to give or get, go to countessofshopping.com/group. I'll link that down in the description link below too. My beautiful friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. Love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.